How is everybody today?
Wunderbar. Just fabulous.
We're all worried about the nor'easter heading toward the East Coast.
Yeah, we goof on the news on a daily basis, but we get all caught up in it, don't we?
Of course we do.
All the news this morning, they finally broke out the word nor'easter.
Dun, 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 dun.
No.
Time to get the slick graphics. The nor'easter's heading toward the East Coast, everybody.
Nor'easter.
Time to name the nor'easter.
Oh. Do they name nor'easters?
Oh, my God. They name every storm in the New York area. Hell yeah. You watch. This storm will hit, and they'll have a fancy name for it.
I think it'll just be like Blizzard 2005.
No, they get a little more creative than that.
Yeah?
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. Hey, Jimmy, how are you, buddy?
Oh, Jimmy is a miserable, miserable human being today.
He hasn't slept in, I don't know, a couple days now, right?
Yeah, I slept for 3 hours when I got home yesterday, and I've been up since 6 p.m.
He's busy. He's got, like, things to do because he's got, a Tonight Show tape you're putting together?
Yes, and coupled with a sexual addiction that is omnipotent.
And this annoys you at times.
It's awful. It's done. I gotta stop. Yeah.
It's one of those things that occupy all your time.
I was going to say, sometimes it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know, you enjoy the addiction in a weird way, right?
Sure,
and then other times you want to, I don't know.
Yeah, leap.
The problem with an addiction is it is all-encompassing. It's it's on your mind 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
And it's just constantly there poking at you. And, sometimes I guess that bums you out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this Tonight Show set together. You know, again, they want another set, and they're really cool guys. So all the comedy clubs, the way they work is you come in, you do your 5 minutes. The comic strip has been great, and, of course, the Comedy Cellar has been great, and stand-up in New York. But, you know, Gotham, again, last night, the owner's like, hey, man, we're really slammed. Could you call tomorrow? It's a bringer show. This is what they did at Gotham Comedy last night, a bringer show. That means if you have a bunch of friends and they come to the show, you can go on stage.
Right, in front of your friends.
Yeah. So I couldn't get on that show because they were slammed. I hope that place, I hope a wrecking ball goes through that sterile dump. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Ooh.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Really?
Oh, I wanted to bite his face when he said that.
But it's no more Mr. Nice Guy. What are you going to do about it?
Nothing I can do about it. What can I do? I can't set fire to the entrance. That's what I'd like to do, like the old Happy Land Disco in the Bronx, and watch them all pile up like it's a Great White concert and die after hearing those weak cornball jokes their unfunny friends told, and then spit in their faces.
You should have collected a few friends, and we all would have went down there to see little Jimmy Norton perform.
Well, there you go.
That would have been nice. Yeah.
That would have been humbling for you.
Oh, could you sit in the back and start an applause break? The owner's here. I only know him for 12 years.
Oh.
12 years, 10 years I know the guy.
10 years, and does he know why you're doing this?
Absolutely he knows why I'm doing that, and I'm respectful. I'm not going over my time. I'm just doing 5 minutes.
5 lousy minutes.
And I can't do these sets during the week. It's hard for me to do these. This week I've flipped my whole schedule so I can get these done to make the tape for these guys. And I asked him, at the beginning of the week I called, and they said no on 2 of the 5 nights. That's 40% of the time they shot me down. So any comic that comes on this show, if you try to plug that club, I'm going to splash hot coffee in your hacky face.
Well, payback is going to be a bitch. You know, it's funny because when we were on top of the world, everything was fun and dandy. Everyone
hunky-dory, I would say.
And, man, so many doors have closed in our faces since our demise, and now we're attempting the biggest comeback in radio history. And we will be back on top again, and then there's going to be a lot of people that are going to pay. And they're going to pay dearly.
I've never asked people to not support a comedy club, ever. But if you're going to go to a comedy club, go anywhere but there, please. If you're a
scumbag.
An absolute scumbags. Absolute.
You know, this is very important to you and your career, and to any comic it would be. Like, if any comic had this going, you would give them the courtesy to put them up there for 5 minutes.
The comic strip is great. They're like, yeah, come in any night. Come in this weekend if you want, just for your 5-minute spots. They understand.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, man. And I know this guy 10 years. I know him a long time. And it was a bringer show. If they're doing Conan auditions, all right, you can't walk. That's one thing. But they're doing nothing. Bunch of unfunny nobodies in suits. Hey, they tell me I'm funny around the office. You're not. Stupid. Stand out there and get little cheap slut applause breaks in front of your friends. That's what you do. That's a good thing to do in the club. Bringer show. And they're usually funny crowds, too. I really wanted to do it.
Really?
I couldn't get on a bringer show. I really should cut my own throat.
Oh.
Like I'm cattle.
Somebody wants to back you up on this point? I don't even... I want to hear about the sex thing last night. I want to see where you went with that.
They changed the font on the phone screen.
What do you mean?
It looks bigger and bolder for some reason.
Oh, okay, I see that.
It's boisterous.
Dennis,
coming yelling at me.
Dennis,
back up, Jimmy Norton.
Dennis, what's up? Hey.
Hey, Dennis.
Guys, it's fucking Jimmy Norton. Why is he bringing people?
Dude, I don't. Yeah, and I believe me. I'm not deluded as to thinking I can't just walk into a club and go on because they have a schedule to keep, and I respect that. But it's just that when it's something like this, man, why do you think we work for $10 in the city, $15? That's why you do it. So when you need something like this, the clubs help you out. And he doesn't owe me anything. I mean, I whatever he doesn't. But I just, I wish there was some way I could make it completely known that scumbag club is never getting any support from this show, and they obviously don't care.
Yeah.
Obviously, he doesn't want O&A fans. He doesn't care. So I just make sure. I've never asked people to do that in my life.
Douchebag.
Oh, I wanted to just take the phone cord and wrap it around his neck while his Maury wig fell off. And he doesn't have a Maury wig, but if he did, I want to choke him until it fell off.
Well,
that stupid camel tooth coat. Throw paint on it.
So the sexual addiction. What happened last night?
Well, no, nothing. You know how it is. You dump another couple hundred and have an awful time, and just.
Oh.
What am I doing? It's awful.
It's just on his mind.
Horrendous.
All the time.
And I said omnipotent before because not only am I talentless and can't get on a bringer show, but my vocabulary is that of Voss when he was in 2nd grade. I meant to say omnipresent, but I said omnipotent. Yeah, my addiction is all-knowing. Fat-breasted idiot. Ugh. Maybe I should put that on the Tonight Show tape. You get it, Jay? I almost said...
It's gonna be a fun day, Anthony.
Oh yes, indeed.
It's always fun when there's a miserable Jim Norton in studio.
Oh, dude, I tried to sleep too, and I just had
bad.
nightmares of oversleeping.
You know what? We'll do you a favor, and we won't bring up the sensitive training meeting that you're going to be doing in Washington.
No, you can bring it up because you might as well.
No, we're not going to bring it up because I don't want to really piss you off or anything.
You know what else you could bring up? My trip to Jupiter because they have the same likelihood of happening.
You know, you have to meet with Human Resources when we're in Washington.
No way.
Talk about sexual harassment. Crap.
Ain't gonna happen.
I've never had a problem with a coworker like that. Who do I hit on? You, Eric? Did I ever flirt with him or one of the young interns? If I haven't groped Nathaniel, I'm not ever gonna grope anybody. If I let that sweet kid walk by without grabbing him.
I won't. I shan't be attending.
We kind of started that late in the show yesterday. The whole Washington trip, and that they have
an itinerary.
They have set an agenda for us that is absolutely ridiculous. I got on the phone with Super Agent Bob Eatman last night, and he's going to be calling them today.
It's hours upon hours of work. I didn't work this many hours ever in my life. They want us to stay there and attend all these meetings.
We should
shareholders meetings. What?
All sorts of crap that starts right after the show. We're doing our show from Washington Monday and Tuesday, if we could even get down there.
Nor'easter coming, Opie.
Well, now they're saying.
Oh, look, the weatherman's.
Yeah. Well, now they're saying I think it's going to start snowing now.
And
it was supposed to snow Sunday, then it was Saturday, then late Friday. I think it's snowing now.
Snowing now through July, is what they're saying, and it's really going to pile up.
So we're supposed to go down there Monday and Tuesday to do the show, and then after the show we have all sorts of meetings and FaceTime with a lot of corporate bores down there in Washington. And Monday's agenda is absolutely ridiculous. And then Tuesday's agenda is not bad until you get to the 1:30 to 4:30 meeting, which is just for Jim Norton.
Yeah.
And ELO will be there, and some lady named Ann Kay. And it's Human Resources sensitivity training for Jim. I mean,
sensitivity.
We sat through some of that stuff, but it wasn't that long.
No 3 hours.
I don't think it was officially a sensitivity training meeting.
Boy, I wonder what Ann and Eric are going to talk about besides, do you think he's showing up? I don't know. Doesn't look good. He got on the train and threw something at us.
I picture an empty room, them two sitting in it, just looking at their watches.
Yeah.
Constantly. Well, what time is it? Any minute now, right?
All right, well.
As the choo-choo chugs along the tracks, carrying Jimmy home.
Yeah, I'll be hanging my bag out the window, just waving to Philadelphia. How are you, Philly? We miss you. I know you have no idea we're on yet. Let me hang my O&A shirt out the window. That will serve as a billboard for half a second. There it goes.
This is going to be